focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got?
Now Balaj, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kill. Check 43. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Geis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Got it. 53, come on. Check, 53.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a run with Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Geis. 46 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Barnett gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter.
56.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On play action, Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Go. 180. Check 56. I'll get him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike 5-4. In your face. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, other side, solid. We got double up.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go, back. No. Luini! It's our time. Check.
Toss play to Balaj. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So all of a sudden, with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you get the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Hopkins' kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action with Haskins. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Check out. Ram. Hey, switch gears.
Right back to him on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Go. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Redskins.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Ballage. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kalen Ballage, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Coming after you. 82.
Play action. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even...
And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Pulled in at the 24.
Let's go, man. At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
120! Hey, stack. Man, I got you. Man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there...
And he loses the football a second time. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So... Fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running right, here's Sanders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 12.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Haskins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. The tight end, Allen.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
53 is the mic.
To Thompson on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 23.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now Allen. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
First throw now for the backup Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
On the set. Right there. 54 miles. Let's pick it up. Outside, guys. Outside.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen to throw. Caught by Allen.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Back to throw. Allen. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 54. Mike, I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike's 54. Go. Go. Mike's 54.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey! Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.